Hey man, what up y'all? Man, it's Kyrie Thomas. Excuse my cough. As you could tell by the title of this video, my last video I titled it, I think I'm going through an illness, it's not COVID. I didn't say exactly what it is because at that point it wasn't actually 100%. We didn't know yet, but now I've been through multiple surgeries called biopsies, tests, things like that, and now we know, and now we are already on the road to treatment and recovery. So give a quick little backstory. Oh, also I'm gonna vlog this whole thing. We in the middle of October now. It's actually almost been a month. So a month ago I developed a cough, right, and it got really bad. I was kind of worried it was COVID, so I took a test, right? I took a test, and that was negative. I was doing things like drinking tea. That was kind of helping out with my throat a little bit. I was taking cough medicine. It wasn't getting better like at all. I kind of felt like it was getting worse. I'm talking about this cough was bad, like bad, for real. So, like this is a small cough. Like it was like, man, just know it was terrible. My mom and my girlfriend Chandler, she's in the living room sleeping right now. I actually just got up from a nap. I've been sleeping a whole lot. They convinced me that I should go to the clinic. I was like, yeah, let me go to the clinic, because basically just explained to her my cough. Went to the clinic, and I don't know if y'all know, I don't know what these things are called. Like the thing that they use to hear your breathing. Like I thought it was to hear your heartbeat, but I guess it's to hear your breathing too. She said that every time she would go to my left side, that she didn't hear any movement on my left lung. I was like, whoa. She thought that I had a collapsed lung. She was like, you need to go to the ER like today. And I was like, okay. So shortly after that, I ended up going to my mama's house so she could take me to the ER. The hospital we went to, I don't really want to name it, but it was one in the southern Nashville area. Man, I hated it. For real, I hated it. We were there for, I think we went there about 6. I left about 2 in the morning. I didn't have nothing to eat, drink. Well, I did at the end. I got some water, and I think they gave me some chips or something. But turns out it wasn't a collapsed lung. And they did some tests, I think called a CT scan. I don't know. Chandler, what you doing? Chandler just got up. But I think they did something called a CT scan. Oh, and I had IVs, bro. I gotta tell y'all about those IVs later. I hate getting IVs, and I'm so glad I don't have to do those no more. The doctor there, he basically explained like what was going on. They said it's a 10 centimeter mass on my lung. I'm not knowing what all this means at the time, but my mom was in there taking up all the information. I'm actually getting very scared. Towards the end, I started getting real lightheaded because I think it was just getting to my head. Like what do I have going on? Like, why do I have this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so young. Like, what is this going to mean? You know, this is all about 2.5 weeks ago, I think, if I got my timeline right. I think the next day after that, we went to a hospital in Nashville called Centennial. Yeah, Centennial. First thing we did was talk to a doctor that basically they look at these things and they determine, like, you know what I'm saying, what it is. I'm sorry, I don't know these terms. It's all on a piece of paper somewhere. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna probably explain it more in another video, but right now I'm just trying to keep it as brief as possible because it's a lot. So yeah, let me go ahead and speed it up too. Went to that doctor. He told me that we need to do something called a biopsy. Basically trying to get samples of what's on my lung so they can run tests on it and, you know, determine exactly what it is and exactly what they need to do to get rid of this or remove it. So I had one in my back. Also, as I was editing this too, I gotta throw this in there real quick. The first biopsy they did, I actually had a bunch of fluid inside of my left lung too. They had to remove that, and I'm talking about like the next day, immediately I noticed a big difference. Like, Chandler, you remember like when I would get tired after standing for like 1 hour, and then after that I was like, I could stand for like 8 hours. So now I was saying it's probably been affecting me longer than I thought. So yeah, I had to make sure I add that in there. That's a very important piece. I don't know how I missed that, but I was talking about it a lot. So, but I need to hurry up because we need to go to Best Buy and all the other stuff. I'm hungry. So I guess back to editing. That actually wasn't as painful that first day. I was very tired. I was under anesthesia. I was very high. Well, each time I had been actually. But yeah, I was out of it. Oh my gosh, I was out of it. And I hate needles too. Every time they put a needle in me, man, in this arm right here, they were putting needles all in me, bro. No more of that. I'll get to that later. So that biopsy I wouldn't say it was a successful surgery or procedure, whatever you want to call it, because doctor ended up calling back saying basically, yeah, like we didn't get enough, we need to do it again. And that got to the point where I had the one in my chest. I'll show a picture. They basically had to cut open my chest and go to it from the front, get a good sample of what it was, and that was actually successful. Only thing I hated about that was the aftermath. That was, out of all the biopsies I've had about 4, I think. That was the second one. That was the worst. I still have the mark on my chest, as you see, and I can, like, the left side is it's at this healing point at this point. I mean, it was like a week ago, but I'm not supposed to lift over 15 pounds. Well, they told me after that surgery, don't lift over 15 pounds, don't do anything like that, so couldn't do that. Oh, and my chest was swollen too. I don't know if y'all could tell by that picture, but my chest was swollen. Oh my god, I'm taking all this pain medicine, all that. So yeah, after that doctor referred us to a doctor, I think it's called an oncologist. I think I got my terms right. An oncologist, so he basically looks at it, tells me what's gonna be done, what we're gonna be doing to, start with treatment. And he sat down for about 20 minutes. I met his whole team, and first he was like, I want to get a I want to get an ultrasound on your heart to make sure that your heart's good. He was like, I mean, you're young, I know your heart is good, but there's always risk to be safe than sorry. So I did that yesterday. Like, he set up things fast. I did that yesterday, and also I did a bone marrow biopsy. They did that in my back. I did that the other day, and I'm already good. It was bleeding a lot the first day. I had to change band-aids, and I had to, sit on the ice pack my granny gave me. But that's been good. So he set up that for that day, and also this thing that's on my arm called a PICC, I think. So, from my understanding, basically this prevents me from having to go get IVs all the time, basically. So, man, like I was telling y'all, like, I hate needles. Bro, I hate needles so much. Every time they put an IV in me, one nurse messed it up, and I was so angry, bro. Like, I mean, I didn't show it, because, you know what I'm saying, she's just trying to do her job. She did it. She tried to get it in like in a place where, I don't know, I ain't never seen like an IV go in like right here. I wish I could sit this down and show y'all, but it was like in the middle of my arm. I usually get it done like right here. I don't even know if y'all can see it ain't really no like scars and all like that. But yeah, I hate IVs. So, but this thing right here is basically like a permanent IV. So I went to get a PET scan yesterday, and they had to draw blood and put some type of medicine in me. So for basically like a full x-ray. And she was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to get a little IV. And I was thinking to myself, oh my god, another IV. Bro, I done went through so many IVs. Like, bro, I'm tired of getting stick with needles. Like, bro, what if my shit busts? I was like, what if I got this thing right here? I pulled it down, and she was like, is that a PICC line? I think it's a PICC line. She was like, I think that a PICC line. I was like, yeah, that sounds familiar. She was like, oh, okay. I was like, does it look like it's installed good? And she was like, yeah, the only downside to this is that like I can never get it wet. I have to cover it completely when I'm in the shower, which I have help with that too. But I think I've gotten to the point where I'm used to it being on. I mean, I'm gonna have to, but that's basically like a permanent IV, if you can look at. That's how I'm gonna get chemo. That's how they're gonna draw blood, labs, whatever that means. So yeah. So I met this doctor Wednesday, and he's literally like, we're already getting treatment started Tuesday. He told me like personally, like, hey, don't worry, because this is curable, and we caught it quick. Like I said, I had a cough. Like my cough just started. Like the week of it, I made sure I went to the clinic. Like it was later in the week, but it was caught early. And he was like, the only thing that I just really have to worry about, really, this next 6 months of my life gonna be real hard. He said about 3 to 4 weeks I am gonna lose my hair. So that's gonna be, I don't know. I don't think it's really gonna bother me. I mean, because I'm a man. I usually have short hair, have completely no hair. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gonna get to the point where I have completely no hair one day anyway. So, I ain't tripping about that. Well, I was thinking to myself, like, damn, he said it could take about 6 to 12 months to grow back. So I'm gonna be a bald young nigga, man. But it is what it is, I gotta do what I gotta do to get better. As far as the correct term, if I'm saying this right, lymphoma or lymphatic cancer or some shit like that, I think that's the name. The doctor's also telling me, like, man, do you have a lot of people around you that can help you, that can take you to these clinic visits? Cause I'm gonna have to go up there, do chemo multiple times a week. He didn't say exactly what number, because we're gonna lay out a schedule for it whenever I go to him Tuesday. But he was just asking, like, if I have a great support system. And man, I'm not gonna lie, ever since that, I kind of made it public that I do, that like what I have going on. At first I didn't tell nobody. My mom was the one that was basically telling family members and stuff like that. And I've been having somebody with me every day. My girlfriend stays with me. The amount of people that reached out, showed their condolences, is actually crazy. Like, told them how I personally helped them in certain ways. As far as like my platform, Wesley TV, if you know about it, it's basically a blog website. Basically where I report on the Tennessee rap scene. Look at it as like the Tennessee version of World Star. That's how a lot of people look at my platform that I started about 2 years ago or something like that. Man, I feel like at least like 300-400 people reached out to me. I'm probably underestimating that number. Reached out to me personally, showing support, telling me like whatever I need, hit them up. I've had family members over here every day helping me with stuff, because I can't really put on clothes myself right now. Well, I can't. I've been trying my best. People been making sure I have food. Chandler been doing a lot of that. I never went to the hospital myself. The only place I went to myself was the clinic and the COVID test, because I felt like I was still able at that point. I didn't have no surgeries or procedures, anything like that. I haven't been doing nothing myself. I'm not in this alone. So he was like, it sounds like you have a great support system. And I do. And I'm like, man, I wish you coming from my Instagram or Twitter or Facebook. A lot of people ain't subscribed to my YouTube, because I just never really just pushed it like that. But now, since I got 6 months that I'm basically just gonna have all the time in the world, I need everybody to subscribe, and that this is where I'm gonna be documenting this whole journey. That's why I'm gonna be vlogging this. So yeah, man, like the support I got on social media from the people around me is actually crazy, bro. Like, it actually makes me feel a lot better. I think I posted on my Facebook page. I was just like, it just lets me know that I'm not in this alone, because it's very life altering. Like just a month ago, I felt like I was just like the doctor says, like, it's weird because you're a healthy kid. So I don't feel like I'm a kid, but to them I am. But So I done a lot to be a kid. But yeah. So as far as how I've been feeling though, honestly the left side of my body, and I'm just speaking on my arm, like my arm and like here, it does feel just a little different than my right side. And honestly, it was feeling like that I'm not gonna say for a while, but I say maybe 3 weeks before I went to the clinic. I was having weird feelings, but I kept pushing it off. And that's a lesson that I want to say to everybody. Like, man, just the light things, don't push it off, because you never know what it is. My cousin, 3 days after like it was confirmed of what I had, he had a stomach ache, and he said he could barely walk, and he had to drive himself to the hospital because he just woke up and was like, bro, I gotta go to the hospital. And he told me, he was like, man, ever since I found out like what was going on with you, I was like, man, I'm not gonna sleep on it. And I need everybody to do that. Anytime you feel, even if it's something slight, like you might think it's something like, I just had a cough and it's this, get it checked out ASAP. Don't sleep on it, for real. My mom always tell me you want to get on things early, and I've always been a healthy person or whatever. But that is one thing that, like, I guess I've just let some things pass by, because the doctor said, like, it's 10 centimeters. Like, I guess that's considered big, but it doesn't just pop up that big. They pop up a lot smaller than that, so it had to be there for a while. And I asked the doctor, like, what can I, no, my dad asked the doctor, he was like, what can I do about my cough? And he was like, really nothing. There's nothing I can do about the cough. But as soon as it starts, it's just part of it. It's part of the mass. That's the reason what started the cough. That's on my lungs. So as it gets better, which I feel like it's been getting better already since I've been taking certain medicine, the cough will start to get better. Chandler, my girlfriend, was pointing out, she's been pointing out every day, she's like, yeah, your cough is getting better. I'm like, for real? And I feel like it is too. So I think that's about it. I got a Nintendo Switch. I play a lot of Fortnite. I play a lot of Knockout City. I'm gonna eventually I gave my PlayStation away to my little cousin because it was overheating. I was like, look, bro, you can fix it, you can have it. But I literally got the Nintendo Switch in March 2020. Best game system I've ever bought. For real. So I'm on the Switch. I'm gonna eventually get another PlayStation because y'all know that new Saints Row coming out. Saints Row, legendary. New Battlefield coming out. They don't make these games for the Switch. I guess it can't run on the Switch. They don't want to have to try to put that on a handheld system, which I get. But I need I don't know, man. Battlefield is I love that game. Me and my stepdad, we play Battlefield all the time, for real. So expect me to be on that a lot. Drop friend codes in the comments. Drop PSN IDs in the comments. I'll make sure I add everybody once I get a PlayStation back and I get my account back. Oh, one more thing, man. It's gonna be hard to film reactions. I sold my camera like literally right before all this stuff happened, because I was finna turn around and buy another camera. But then all this stuff happened, and then me learning that I can't really do nothing for 6 months. It's kind of like, should you really go out and buy another expensive camera? Because it's gonna be for music videos, but I was gonna use it from reaction videos from time to time too, and vlogs if I could. But really, I could just use my phone. I'm doing, these new iPhone cameras are great. I was gonna do that, but I don't really know yet if I'm gonna be able to shoot music videos and stuff like that, like for people. But if I can, that'll be great. You're gonna have to see. Like I said, I start chemo. What's it? Today's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So 3 more days. 3 more days. Gonna see how it go. A lot of people been getting her boy sleep merch lately. Oh, hey Chandler, just vlogging. That's all I got left. I'm gonna drop one off later today to somebody. I've been seeing a lot of people wearing them lately. Yeah. What you doing? Oh, you sleep. I'm not gonna put you on camera. Shout out to everybody that's been wearing the What Sleep merch lately. I've been seeing it. One thing I made sure to do is respond to every single comment, like literally every single comment. It took a long time. I responded to every single comment. I was talking to my auntie yesterday. I was up at I went out, it's the only time I've been out throughout all this, really. I went to the pressure shop. I was talking to my auntie and she was like, man, like, you need to start replying to comments. I was like, yeah, you're right. But I was like, yeah, I actually made sure I responded to literally every single comment the past 3 days. Like, it was about 200 plus. Well, like I said, a lot of people reached out. I made sure I responded to everybody. I didn't leave nobody on open. I didn't leave nobody on red. I didn't leave no comment unopened. Unreplied to, nothing. I made sure I responded to everybody. That is something that I'm gonna work on getting better at. Really want to connect with people. I know this video is long as hell, but I just want to say shout out to everybody that's been showing their support for me. Love my family to death, man. They've been a lot of help. It's too many to name, but y'all know who y'all are. I've been telling y'all personally every day. Thank you, y'all. Been a lot of help throughout this. It's gonna be I don't know how these 6 months gonna be, but it's gonna be difficult. I'm hoping that I can connect with you, from my camera to your phone, because past this, I have a lot. I have much more than just this. I have this platform. They say it's the hottest music blog in Tennessee, so I have that too. I dropped a link in the description. We'll see TV, or you can look it up. I sell merch. Like, I've been shooting music videos, doing a lot, man. So I'm just hoping that this is an unfortunate situation, but hopefully it connects me to you, because I've always wanted to just vlog my life. Hey, there had to be something like this, but it is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off right here, start editing this, man. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter. I'm on Facebook as well. Those will all be in the description. Thank you for watching this.